Hi babes, welcome back to my channel. So today I decided to create this look that you guys see. So in the beginning, after this part, you guys are gonna hear me say I'm gonna do a very golden bronze look. Excuse me on that because I still did it very golden, but I took it into like the pink tones as well, clearly. So it's a little bit of, you know, pink and gold while still being bronze. So if you guys wanna learn how to achieve this look, please keep watching. All right guys, so we're just gonna get started. And before I go on, I'm gonna make sure that there are no creases set on my eyelid because I obviously let my concealer sit while I did this eye real quick. And honestly, today's look is gonna be real cute because I feel, there's a hair on my freaking chest. I feel like it is very summery, dewy, glowy, bronzy look, and that is what I love. I hate summer, but what I love about summer is like I can be super bronzed and glowy and you can't tell me shit about it because it just goes with the vibe. So with that being said, let's get right into it. And I'm gonna be using the Makeup Shack Silhouette Contour Palette, which is not an eyeshadow palette, but that's what I'm using for today. And I'm gonna use the shade Bronze, which is this shade right here. And I'm gonna use that on my eyelid as eyeshadow. So I don't know, I feel like it'll just flow really well into my makeup look. So I'm gonna be using a Makeup Shack T43 discount code MUA Erika. I'm tripping out. My discount code is Erika, E-R-I-K-A. Oh my God, guys, I'm over here giving you guys a wrong code. And y'all can save 20% off. So I'm literally just gonna lay that down, and I'm only gonna keep it on the outer edge because like I said, I really want this look to be dewy. Oh my God, I feel like I have not said that word in a long time. Whatchamacallit. But like I was saying, I'm gonna put it all over the outside. So I'm just really focusing on pulling it out because I pulled this side out, although I brought it out too much, so I'm just gonna clean that up later. But I want it to be similar, so I'm just gonna do that. I'm gonna go in with a little bit more, just right here on the outer corner. And now I'm gonna be taking the Makeup Shack T53 and the Maybelline Master Chrome highlight in the shade Molten Gold. Yes, this is a highlight. This is the one, and I broke it, so it's all wonky. But because I want my look to be very summery, dewy, and glowy, I decided why not to use highlight. Like, that's the best option. So I'm just gonna take some of that. I used it on the wrong side. And I'm gonna pop that all over the front. And I'm gonna bring it up so it kind of widens my eye. And if you guys are like, well, how is it gonna widen your eye? Well, if you use, for example, a white eyeliner will open up your eyes versus using a black eyeliner will enclose your eyes. So by bringing this light shade up and out, it'll kind of open my eye. Does that make sense? And the fact that I went with a lighter color on the outside, it kind of just, you know, brings in the focus in the front and it closes up a little bit on the outside. So, you know, everything's with a purpose, guys. I don't just do stuff just because. So I'm just gonna bring that inward a bit because I did that to this side and I pulled it up to about right there. And I'm just blend all of that. So next I'm gonna be using the Artist Couture highlight in the shade Illuminati. I would like to flip it and show you guys, but I put some of the highlight in here. But if y'all know Artist Couture, I think y'all can see it like that. That is Artist Couture. It's the little, what is it called? Diamond Glow Powder. So sorry, I wanted to give you guys the right name just in case you guys are like, oh, I don't know what the hell Artist Couture is. However, have you been living under a rock, girl? Because you should know what it is. I'm just kidding, guys. So I'm gonna take some of that and I'm gonna top it right on top of the Maybelline highlight. And you guys see how it just makes it stand out even more? Yes, give me that glow. Now, oh my God, guys, I literally was jumping around when I got this email about this package that I'm about to show you guys. So Tati Lashes sent me this package, and if you guys are wondering, girl, where the hell is this lash? It's on my eyes. Tati Lashes reached out to me and told me that they wanted to send me a PR package, and I was like, that touches my heart. And I say that because Tati Lashes was one of the first lash brands that I really fell in love with. And my favorite styles were TL3 and TL4. The first one I ever bought was TL3, and I fell in love. And I was just like, by the way, I'm wearing TL3. And ever since, I always loved Tati Lashes, and where I would purchase it was at the Makeup Shack, because that is where I knew that they sold them, and I could like actually go in and see the lash. And so the fact that they reached out to me, guys, means the world. But like I said, I am wearing a TL3, so let me just open this bad boy up and get that specific style. And this is what TL3 looks like. That way, if you guys don't know what it looks like, now you know. And I am gonna just put it on off camera, and we'll be right back. All right, so now that that's on, I'm gonna take my Pat McGrath Labs black pencil eyeliner, and it's actually called, I don't think I've ever told you guys the real name. It is the Ultra Glide Eye Pencil in the shade Extreme Black. Now trust me, girls, it is extremely black. And it is waterproof, so it'll stay on. I used to have this other one that I would use, and it would always smudge off. And so I remember one day going into Sephora and being like, do you guys have a black eyeliner that does not smudge off? And they were like, this is like really good, blah, blah, blah. It was kind of expensive, I think. I think it was like $20-something. However, let me tell y'all, it is definitely worth every penny, because it is just like as black as you would ever want it to be. All right, guys, so I just went in with my Sephora moisturizer, and this one has sunblock in it, so that's why I've been using it a lot lately. So I forgot to show you guys that I did that. And now I'm gonna be going in with one more moisturizer, and that is my face base from Bobbi Brown. So, oops, we're just gonna put that on. Now I'm gonna be taking my professional primer from Benefit, and like I've said before, I do think that this primer really does make a difference. So I'm gonna be using it on my nose and on my chin, because that's where I feel like my large pores are. Next, I'm gonna be taking my YSL primer, and I believe this is called the Blur Primer. I honestly don't even remember what it's called, but I'm gonna take this one, and I'm gonna apply that everywhere else that I did not apply primer on with the professional. Next, I'm gonna take my Ola Hendrickson Banana Bright Eye Cream, and I'm just gonna pop that underneath like that, and then I'm just gonna pat it out. So I'm gonna be using my NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation, and right now I am just using the shade Punjab, which is M1, and I'm just gonna take some of that and pop it right onto my palette. And I'll be using the Makeup Shack Beauty Sponge, and for this I like to use this edge, and then I use this edge when I like to clean up. So we're just gonna go in, sis. I honestly don't know why I stopped using this foundation, because I mean, I know I've said this before. I think I did it because I was just trying other foundations out, but this is literally my favorite foundation. I feel like no foundation gives me the coverage and end result that this one does, and I just love this one. For that reason, it will always be my favorite. All right, guys, I know I probably look crazy with all these clips. However, my hair kept getting my face, so I had to get it on my face. Now for today, I'm going to be using the Huda Beauty The Overachiever Concealer, and I'm going to be using the shade 6. Sorry guys, I know I was like really staring at it, but I was like, wait, is this even the shade that I use? So I'm just going to take that and put some on my palette, because I feel like this goes a long way. Like a little bit of it, I mean, goes a long way. So when I apply it on my palette, I was gonna say palette. I think I use less versus when I just try to apply it, I go in crazy. So we're just gonna go straight in. Y'all see, like I only picked up a little bit, and I mean, it's got a really good coverage. I don't know how much this one goes for because Lupe did give me all the ones that I have. Shout out to her. So I can't even give you guys a price range for this. I picked up way too much over here. So I'm gonna like transfer it to this side. Now I do need a little more, so I'm gonna put some more on my palette and then just go in on my forehead and my chin, because that is the last place. Oh, I went really high right there. That I need it. All right, so I decided that I wanted a contour, and I hate that I decided that after I used the concealer to highlight, because I think it looks better when you contour first and then you go in and highlight. So I'm probably touching up my concealer part of the highlight, no, my highlight part of the concealer after the contour, just because, like I said, I think it looks better. So for right now, I'm using the Moira Mega Concealer in the shade 7. I have not ordered another shade because if you guys do recall, I think I need a darker shade than this, because you guys feel like this one like blends in too much to my skin color. Like I can go darker. So yeah, I have not bought another one, but I should. And honestly, I'm not really precise when it comes to applying concealer like this to contour. I honestly just apply it and then I blend it out, and I feel like my blending will just speaks for itself, you know, like I get it right. All right, so I'm gonna just leave it like that, and I'm gonna take that same sponge and I'm just gonna blend it all out. And I'm just using the tip again. I'm not using like the bottom part of the sponge, because I feel like the bottom is very wide, and if I use that to blend on my contour, I feel like it could just go everywhere. So by using the tip, I kind of have more control of the contour. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys. So if you feel like, you know, maybe when you contour and you're using a sponge, you feel like it's going everywhere, think about the side that you're using. If you're like using the wide side, maybe it is getting out of control, but because, you know, you're using a wider edge. Yeah, so I'm definitely gonna be going back in with the concealer to highlight it a bit, only because I want to pull it out just a little more down here. And for right now, I'm gonna be taking the Makeup Shack T44, and I'm just gonna blend out this concealer that I put on my nose. See how instantly it just defines that part of my nose? Now I'm just gonna do the same to these other, I said these again, this other side. Now I'm gonna go back in with the Huda concealer, and I'm just gonna apply a little bit right here, just so that I can open that area up a little more. So if you guys don't know what highlighting and contouring is, you basically highlight by using 2 shades lighter, and you contour by using 2 shades darker. So I hope I helped, just in case, you know, if any of you did not know. And I use the same sponge. All right, so that looks a little better. Now I'm gonna take that same sponge and I'm gonna use it to set my entire face with my RCMA No Color Powder. And the key to basically, you know, having everything set is, girl, you need to set your face. Like, does that make sense? You really need to set it in order to make it stay, and no creases and stuff. I mean, you might crease up a little bit. Ooh. Sorry guys, I just realized that I was shaking the crap out of my phone. You might crease up a little bit, but you know what? That's part of life, because that's your face. However, it will help minimize the chances of you creasing up. So I just really pick up my RCMA No Color Powder. You guys see how there is powder like that? like a sheer coverage on my skin, I keep bouncing and bouncing and bouncing it on until it disappears. I do have dry skin, but the fact that I really moisturize my face kind of helps me out. And I mean, prior to me even filming, I moisturize my face already, like with my regular moisturizer. So I go in technically with like 3 to 4 moisturizers because I have dry skin. If you're an oily girl, do not do this. You're gonna be looking greasy. All right, so now that I have that on, I'm gonna go in and finish up my under eyes, but I'm not gonna be using the Silhouette Contour Palette to do that. I'm gonna be taking, I think I'm gonna take the Obsession palette from Be Bella, which is the new one that I used in my last video. But there's like this pink that I wanted to use. So actually I'm gonna use the Silhouette Contour Palette. I'm gonna use the shade that I used at the top, and then I'll go in with the pinky tone that I wanted to use. So if you guys recall, I used the shade Bronze. So I'm gonna take that on, where's my brush? This is a Morphe R41, and I'm gonna just go in down here. All right, so now that I have that one on, I'm gonna be taking the Obsession palette from Be Bella, and I'm gonna take this pink, and I'm gonna just keep it up close to my waterline. And I'm gonna be using the same brush. I just tapped off the excess if you guys are wondering why I do that. And I'm just gonna go in, and the reason why I wanted to use it was just because I wanted to darken up the under part of my eye. And I was like, I really want to use a brown. So, I mean, I will use a brown, but not only brown. I wanted to use this one, like a pinkish tone. And I saw this shade, so I was like, I'm gonna use it. Now I'm gonna be taking the Makeup Shack T66, and that is just a more defined small smudging brush. And I'm going to take this brown eyeshadow right here, and I'm just gonna take that really in the bottom part of my lash line just to smoke it out. So you guys see the difference? However, you do not need to do that. If you don't like it dark, you could just leave it like this. But I wanted it to be a little more smoky. So I'm just gonna do the same thing to this side now. Now to make it stand out a bit more, I'm going to take the Makeup Shack T8 and the Illuminati shade from Artist Couture. And I'm gonna take it on top of this and just go all around it, just to brighten that whole thing up now that I have, you know, makeup down here. See how now right here at the bottom it's a little more bright? I'm not sure if my camera picks it up, but trust me, outside in the sun, it's really gonna show. Actually, before I go on, I'm gonna take my NYX Cosmetics white liner just to open up my eyes some more. So now I'm gonna go in with my Milk Makeup Kush Mascara, and this, I've used it so many times that it's like already rubbed off, but that is the mascara I'm using. So of course, being that I use the Silhouette Contour Palette, I'm gonna use that right now. And I'm gonna use it on a Makeup Shack T50. Oh, girl, T21. I was already using my highlight brush. Imagine I would have gone in. Thank God I didn't. So I'm gonna use the Silhouette Contour Palette, and I'm gonna be using the shades Sunkiss and Bronze, which are the 2 middle shades, and those are my favorite shades to go in with, just because Sunkiss is like really warm, and Bronze is, well, bronzed. And I don't really pay attention. I know I never said this, but I just realized that I never say it. I always go like this, because I feel like when I do this, this kind of stands out a little more. You could also go like this, but I don't want to do that. So I just go like that. And then I like to like take the brush in a big circular motion just so that it really like blends. Ooh, I'm gonna blend my hair everywhere. And I take that up into my hairline. Now I'm gonna take the Makeup Shack T14 and the shade Sunkissed and Bronze and just go over my nose contour. So you guys see how my lips are now? They're not that crazy. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you guys would have seen the picture I posted of me in high school when I went to prom. How when I was smiling, I had like no top lip line. That's why I do it. Because like I said before, I had no like upper lip. Like every time I smiled, it would disappear. So that's that. Next, I'm gonna be taking the Makeup Shack T65 and the shade Light, which is right here from the Makeup Shack palette. And I'm just gonna highlight the tip of my nose. And like always, I run it with my finger just to give it a soft, you know, blend. And then I run it down the middle. Now I'll be taking both highlights that I was using, which are the Master Chrome and the Illuminati from Artist Couture on a Makeup Shack T50. So I'm first gonna be going in with the Maybelline. And the reason why I go in with this one first and then the Artist Couture is because this one is pressed and that one is loose. So I like the pressed one to, you know, really go on the bottom and like stick on, while the loose one will just top it off. So, you know, we're just gonna go in and take that. Wow, gorgeous. Now I'm just gonna take the Artist Couture. I already have some on here, and top that off. I grabbed so much, I was like, I cannot go on my temples with all of that. And now for lips, obviously I'm doing a nude lip. Sorry guys, I live for nudes. I might do like a nude pink. Let me like look and then I'll be right back. All right guys, so I went ahead and lined my lips with the Morphe lip liner in the shade Sweet Tea. And if you guys notice that there's a little bit of color on my lips, it's because I was like trying out a lipstick. Yeah, you see this looks a little better. Okay, yes, I'm gonna use Honey Love. And the reason I really wanted to use a pink like nude was because I did pink over here. And I'm gonna just take my pencil again and blend it all out. Just like that. And next, I'm gonna take my MAC Fix Plus, but the one that has pink light in it, just so that I'm like a little more shiny. And I know I said I was gonna do a very golden tone, but I feel like I took this on the rosy side. So don't be like, girl, you said you're gonna be doing a golden look. It is still golden because I used a lot of gold highlight. However, now we're adding a bunch of pink, so it's both. So I'm just gonna take that. All right, so now that these are off, this basically completes my look, guys. Honestly, I'm in love. Like I said, I wasn't really going for the pink part of it, but it's cute or whatever. Because when I picked out this shade, that I'm not gonna tell you guys what it is, when I looked at the box, I thought I grabbed a more golden one, and when I put it on, I realized it was like really pink, and I was like, well, not to make everything flow, I had to go in with the pink, and I kind of had to go with the pink nude lip. So however, guys, it is still golden because, girl, we got highlight going in every which way, and you know, my eyes. So I love it. It's a little bit of everything. You get the best of both worlds. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you guys do recreate it, please tag me. That way I can see your looks. Most of the time when people tag me, I do go on there and see it. So yeah, with that being said, if you have not followed me on Instagram, please do so. My Instagram is muaerika18. And don't forget to subscribe, turn on your post notifications, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.